Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Lone Star Chick Plans and we're back with another video. And today's video we're going to be going over our April budget. We are in the month of April. This is going to be our third month budgeting this way for my mom's budget. And this is going to be Gramsci's April budget with me video. So let's get into the numbers. So for the month of April, we're bringing in $226.18 of rollover from the month of March. So we're going to start off with that as our base amount. We're budgeting, projecting. So let's just back up here for a second. So she got a letter from Social Security stating that she was overpaid. I forgot how much, several $1,000s over the course of a period of time. And they want to reduce her monthly benefit amount because of that. So she went down there right away and went down to the office and talked to someone. And they said that she could appeal it, she could postpone it, she could do whatever. But in the end, she is still going to have to pay that money back in the form of getting a reduction in her benefit amount every month. So you can either choose to pay that in full or you can pay that in monthly installments over the course of a period of time. So we went ahead and chose to do that in installments, and that's going to start in April. So that sucks, you guys. We already are on a really tight budget, and we really need every dollar in this budget to make this work. And right now, you know, that was just kind of devastating this month to get that news. But God is good, and we're going to make it work. And we're going to see, you know, what we can make happen. So she used to get $1,334 in Social Security. And they're reducing that benefit amount by $135 for the next couple of years. Not months, years. So she is going to only get $1,199 is what is projected at this time. So yeah, that sucks. So we're going to see what we can do here. We did have to modify our budget a little bit this month compared to what you guys just saw in the last video last month. But her TRS retirement benefit is going to stay the same at $390.07. She is still going to draw $150 from her allowance from her savings. And month ahead, we're going to deposit $1,102. And that is going to be deposited to pay April's bills. So that is money we saved in the month of March so that we could pay April's bills. So that was $1,102 is what we're starting out with. And let's get into what we plan on saving. We could eliminate sinking funds if we had to. I mean, there could be a time where we wouldn't be able to save anything, but the majority of that amount is going towards her car insurance, and she needs that. So the rest is just kind of nickel and dime stuff. I mean, $25, $14, $6. I mean, we could eliminate maybe $25 in gifts and not do that. But the rest of it she kind of needs, and it's gonna, you know, that's gonna change. So we can't really like eliminate that. She has to have car insurance. You know, sinking funds, there's not really a point in reducing that any. We need to save that because that is a bill that we do have to pay eventually. So she needs some virus protection because, you know, she has her business and you know, just for personal security. That is going to be what she has right now is expiring. So she's going to need to renew this in July, I believe. Yeah, July. So we went ahead and took it from electric. We minus $8 and created an additional sinking fund for this. We eliminated Bluehost because she found out Shopify does include her website already. Her domain's already included, so she doesn't need that extra subscription. So we took that off. So we just added this, but took it from here. So we're still working with the same amount of money. We just shuffled it around to, you know, make it work. So that is what we are planning for. That's $1,184 in month ahead. And then we just minus that and put it in sinking funds. So that money is still kind of the same money. So as far as rent goes, rent is due on the 1st in a couple of days, and that is $877. That doesn't change. Utilities, that's water, gas, trash, pest control. That is due on the 1st, and we know what that amount is going to be, and that is going to be $104.86. Electric, we're estimating that for now because her bill hasn't come out yet, so she's not sure what that's going to be. So we're going to estimate $50. Her last month's bill was like $30. So we're going to estimate $50 and see how far we get with that. And when the bill comes out, well, you know, we'll know what that budget amount is going to be. Her internet should stay the same at $50 every month. We revised our tithes amount, and that's going to turn into $163.35 a month. And her car wash subscription for $20. This could maybe be something we also eliminate if we really needed to. I don't think we need to do that just yet, but it could happen. So as far as variables, we took eating out of the budget. We don't really have the money for that. So instead, what we chose to do is just kind of rename our category and just include eating out as part of food. So instead of just calling that groceries and then separate eating out, we're going to just go ahead and combine it all together and just say food in general. Whether that's eating out or grocery buying, she can choose to spend that however she wants, and we'll just consider that food in general. So we added a little bit to the budget here, $160. I think we budgeted $150 last month, so we upped it by like $10. We added $10 to gas because she did actually, gas is going up a little bit in our area, and she did go over budget in gas last month. So we're gonna up it $10, see what happens this month. For spending money, we did up that to $40 from last month. I forgot what we did last month, like $30, $35, because she really didn't even have that much in her budget. So we just kind of upped that and kept it at just to keep it at an even $250 here. So what is coming out? So like kind of how we were working that last month was that her TRS money, her pension, is gonna be what we use to pay for her variables. So since that is $390, we're trying to stay under that $390 if anything we can, so that the $250 is under that $390. So we're sure that her spending, her variable spending, is going to be enough to cover that. So we're kind of like on a credit card float as far as her budget goes, because we are using her Social Security income to cover her sinking funds and month ahead saving here, and we need to stay under basically $11.99 because that's what it covers. So how her budget is working is between her allowance money that we're transferring at the beginning of the month, $150 plus $11.99. We're adding that together, and we're saving her month ahead and her sinking funds between those two amounts. So that is being saved. for and by with her Social Security and her allowance money. Now, as far as her month ahead goes, as far as her bills money goes, that is saved from previous month. So bills are covered. Her next month's bills are covered. Her sinking funds will be saved with the money that she gets at the beginning of the month. Her retirement money from TRS doesn't come in till the end of the month. So she's using her credit card to do all of her spending throughout the month while keeping track of her expenses and staying below that $390 and within her $250 budget. And then when she gets her TRS money at the end of the month, that is when we will pay her card back in full, and that should be settled out. So once a month payment towards her card, and that should be it for that, and everything should be okay. Also, that deduction that they're going to be taking out from her Social Security amount going forward is going to be taken out before she receives it. So that's not an additional bill that we're going to have to pay. They are going to deduct it from her amount being paid to her already. So that amount will already have been taken out. So good and bad. She also has one other thing pending that we're waiting to hear back on that. And that is going to also be another reduction of her income, you guys. So it's definitely going to be a struggle on how to make it work when all of the bills and everything coming out is going to be more than the income coming in. This is going to be a little bit of a struggle. But we're going to see, let's see how far we can get with what we have and just keep tweaking until we can make it work. So April is going to be a little bit more of an adjustment. We're just going to keep tweaking the budget every month and see what happens, and just, take it one budget at a time, 1 month at a time, 1 week at a time, and just keep, dealing with what comes at us. That's all we have right now, you guys. That's going to be how the month is looking. That is going to be what we're facing and what we have to work with. And, again, slim pickings. And, another thing, she doesn't have anything medical, going on this month. Some of her medications and stuff like that, she's going to need. She's, diabetic and stuff like that. I'll just be pitching in to help her pay that, so that is no longer, going to be coming out of her budget for in the meantime. I will, step in and help her in that way to help her make that work. And see what we can do there. So that's it, you guys. That's all we have for now. That's the updates we have. That's what we're going to, be facing. And, thank you for staying tuned in. We're going to, try another month on living on less and low income budgeting, and let's see how it goes. And we'll be looking forward to, hopefully a good month in April and a good budget. So positive vibe, you guys. Pray for the budget. We'll be successful in April, and stay tuned for our next video. Bye, you guys.